Welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me on today's post-match analysis show again of Liverpool versus Manchester United. It was a bit of a mixed game today, wasn't it everyone? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this after the live streams happened anyway. Everyone, hopefully you all enjoyed the game as much as it was a mixed bag. Was it a good point? Was it missed opportunity for Liverpool? I think a lot of us will agree United were there for the taking, especially in the first half. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you let me know that you're in the live stream as well, so we can get involved. Every single one of you, I'll be speaking to every single one of you in the comment section below as well. Let me know your thoughts on the match. I want to know every single one of your thoughts as well on today's fixture. We can look at this both in two ways, really. We can look at it a great point, and as I said in the title, it could be a fantastic point at the end of May, which I think that's the swing. Hi Nigel, how you doing, mate? Must stay positive, mate. Nigel, that's the positive thought. We've all got to think positive anyway. Like, it's, I think everyone, especially on social media, Nigel, and I think everyone watching, really, I think you would have thought, like, after the match we were playing against like a relegation threatened team, that United is never ever an easy fixture to go away at Old Trafford. And the way in which we dictated the play today, we stroked the ball. We never allowed Manchester United into the game, really. Yet they had opportunity, but it wasn't like United were really threatening us today. It was like the back end of the game where United were trying to push on everyone. Like, they were small and had that opportunity at the end of the game, but at the end of the day, look at it. At the end of May, if we win the league title by 1 point, in the, hopefully, fingers crossed we do, but we would like it to be a bigger margin anyway. But if that point seals Liverpool the Premier League title come the end of the season, we'll be happy, won't we? Obviously, we look at it, if you can flips on the flip side of everyone. Let me know your thoughts. So never look at social media after a game, everyone. Social media is probably one of the most maddest places. A lot of plastics and a lot of keyboard warriors anyway, everyone. Just some of the stuff I've seen on social media, people, not everyone, like this one person, I've seen a comment saying Klopp out, and I was like, clearly not a Liverpool fan anyway. He's hey bro, hi David, hi Dave LFC chats. Hi everyone, hi Nigel, yes boys and ladies if you're watching as well. But everyone get involved, let me know your thoughts. Dave, Zion, let me know your thoughts on the match as well, all you that are getting involved. What do you all think of the game? As I've said, I'm looking at this in a positive mindset anyway. I think that's the only way that we can, really. But it is a frustration of we're really watching Liverpool over the last couple of weeks in terms of the creativity. We've not really getting it up there. Liverpool's forward three haven't really hit the ground running as of yet this season. Sadio Mane, for me personally, I think it's a mixed bag. Mohamed Salah's done quality this season. Yet again, everyone's calling a one-season wonder anyway. But I think it was another frustrating game for Mohamed Salah today, really. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on Salah's performance. Yet again, it was a game that went past him quite quick. But I think when you do look at Salah in terms of how he plays for Liverpool Football Club, you'd always, especially the second season, off the back of last season, teams are going to be doubling up against him and then trying to push him out of a game. And it's up to the other players. I think it was, I was watching the post-match on Sky today, and I think it was, one of the pundits said it was only about 5 or 6 goals from Liverpool's midfield this season, and that's the key area in which Liverpool do need to really improve. Hopefully it's the back end of this season where we do get players chipping in from midfield, because it shouldn't always be down to the forward three. It should be up to Gini Wijnaldum trying to get on the score sheet, Fabinho trying to get on the score sheet, and even your centre-backs getting in terms of the goals as well. These are the games where you need your set-piece takers as well, getting a ball delivered into the box as well. a Virgil van Dijk, a Joel Matip, a Trent, someone getting on the end of it other than Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Bobby Firmino when he did get off injured anyway. Hopefully it's not too bad anyway. We did know Firmino, sorry, was struggling with fitness anyway prior to the game, so hopefully it's not the big risk that has not paid off anyway. Let's have a look at your comments, everyone. Let's start off with Dave's. His comments on today's match anyway. Thank you, Dave, and everyone, make sure you are getting involved in the chat as well. And if you're new around here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to get involved with all your fellow Liverpool fans around the world. Not just speaking to me, but speaking to all your fellow Reds all around the world. Yeah, poor today. This is from Dave. I will take the point and move on. United were there for the taking. Thanks. Definitely were, Dave, but we got a point at Old Trafford. But nice one, Dave, for your comments. David Carroll, hey Dan. Alright, legends. Alright, LFC Spectre. The absolute legends. These are all legends anyway. Hopefully you're all having a lovely Sunday night anyway. It's the end of the weekend. It's Monday tomorrow, but we got the Champions League to look forward to, haven't we, at the weekend, midweek. Hey Dan, alright, legends. Where you been, Alfie? George, sorry mate, obviously I've had work commitments and that. I wish I could do YouTube for the full time anyway, and I could produce content every single day. I do try my best to get my videos out, George, but I do apologise anyway, mate, but fingers crossed it will be all coming out anyway. And if you do enjoy the live streams a lot more, and if it's a lot easier for your use to interact anyway, I do love doing my live streams as well, but let me know your thoughts, and I will definitely do in the live streams. It'll do a lot more easier. But George, hopefully you're doing all right, George. Nice one for getting involved, fella. Oh, sorry, everyone. The chat's moved. Yeah, so that's Dave's comments. Hey, we should have bought in January. This is from George. Definitely, mate. I think George and everyone, I want to know your thoughts on especially on today's match. It was very evident in which the creativity wasn't really there, was it, everyone? The creativity, really, that's when you needed a Shaqiri. That's why I was very surprised. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on Klopp's substitution, really, of bringing Sturridge on for Bobby Firmino. Obviously, it was not really like for like, but it was very much striker for striker. But I would have expected Shaqiri really to come on for Bobby Firmino. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on that when you were watching the game. Really, Shaqiri, come on, push Mohamed Salah more central. I think that's what we all thought, but obviously Klopp wanted to go with Daniel Sturridge replacing Firmino, really, and it didn't really pay off at the end of the day, but it's missed opportunities, but we move on, don't we? It's a good point, good point at Old Trafford. That's the way I'm looking at it anyway. We need real quality on the bench next season because Sturridge and Origi aren't good enough backups. That's from LFC Spectre. Definitely, mate. Definitely. But yet again, Jurgen Klopp, and he's doing a fantastic job. Him and Michael Edwards have been doing a great job in terms of the recruiting. We all look at Liverpool's team now. The team in which we rocked up with at Old Trafford today. It's hugely, massively improved by seasons gone in terms of what we used to have. Our bench is better, don't get me wrong, but there's still lots of improvements on the bench, and it's still transition. There's still little bits of transition. Yeah, we needed a central attacking midfielder, but the lads at the football club now are doing a fantastic job, and by come the end of May, hopefully, they've got the Premier League title sorted. And today was another step in that direction. But nice one, LFC Spectre. Really do appreciate it, mate. We will spend another 100 million next season, but it's too late. George, we're doing a fantastic job this season. I think a lot of us will agree. This is every single game that goes by, every single week that goes by, Klopp is getting a better understanding in terms of his players. We're a lot more solid this season. I think that's something that we can all agree on, George, and as Spectre. Everyone let me know your thoughts on that. The defensive stability in this team, even if we're not playing well, we're picking up points. And all those years ago when we just used to like play terrible leaked goals and our forwards would score goals but we concede another five at the back. That's not happening, and that's obviously helped with Virgil van Dijk. Alisson today with yet again a fantastic save. That's the vast improvements defensively, and today was yet again United. They didn't bother us. Yet we only had defensively was so fantastic today that like the attacking structure in terms of that wasn't there, the final third through ball and all that wasn't there. But we go again next week. That's where we go again. FC Spectre, hi Dave. Anyway, oh, you're just speaking to yourself, all the boys anyway. But yeah, I did my first live stream today and wrecked after it, bro. Dave, well done. That's everyone. If you're new around here, or if you're not aware, Dave's channel. Anyway, Dave and Sean, absolutely quality mates of mine. Dave, if you go and check out Dave LFC chats anyway, he runs a fantastic other Liverpool fan channel. So if you haven't checked him out, go and check him out, everyone, and get involved in all his great tongue tied, great content in which he produces, Dave. So make sure you do hit the subscribe button on him. James Pearce said Firmino left in crutches. Oh, Louis, hopefully he didn't, mate, but if he has, that'd be a huge. I hope that isn't the case, Louis, but nice one for your comment, mate. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully that isn't the case. I will keep it updated tomorrow, everyone. I'll let you know the latest on that Firmino suspected injury anyway. This is from Gary Richards. Nice one, mate. With United's injuries, we should have buying them. We failed to take advantage today, Jack. Like Gary, definitely, mate. I think that's what a lot of us will be thinking, and rightly so. When we were watching that game, we were frustrated. You could see United were there for the taking, Gary, and you're like, come on, can someone just play the ball through? It's not as simple as that anyway. But I think when we all do watch it, so football's a lot more simpler when you're watching it anyway, mate. But like Liverpool, we done fantastic up until we got to United's box and today, and that's something that we can improve on in the next coming weeks when we go a lot wider. Not everyone, let me know your thoughts on Robinson. Really, not a criticism of Robbo, but the last couple of weeks, I feel that we've not been utilising very much the wing play. Really, everyone, let me know your thoughts. Beginning of the season, our fullbacks were playing absolutely fantastic, and that's why we were scoring a lot of goals, really. It might have been sacrificed more defensively. Everyone, let me know your thoughts in terms of Robbo and Trent, in terms of them attacking. Today, I felt they should have really pushed on a lot more, but that would have allowed a lot more space in behind. And I think, obviously, Jurgen Klopp has told them, just stay back a little bit more. But I think what we offer a lot more going forward, that could leave us a lot more defensively weak, if you get me, everyone. So Gary, definitely, mate, it is a missed opportunity, but there's still 11, 12 matches to go in the Premier League, isn't it? And that's where we can rectify winning the Premier League title. We're 1 point clear still, everyone. Still top of the league, ahead of Manchester City. So we're not doing too bad. And if we would have asked each other, every single one of us, we'd be in this position last year, the beginning of last year. We all would have bit your hand off, every single one of us. This from George. Trent sub should have started at right back. It's like that, everyone, isn't it, George? Like, if buts and maybes when we do watch football matches. I think it would have been wrong to put Trent in against the calibre of Rashford and all that. George, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to have seen Trent, but what I didn't want, if he was risked, would have been him getting absolutely destroyed down the wing, and we would have been sat here talking about Trent having a poor game. Klopp has done the right thing, I think, George. Let me know your thoughts on that, mate. But I think if you would have thrown him in at the Lions Den at Old Trafford and he gets absolutely destroyed by Rashford and Martial down the wing, I think we would have been like, it would have done him more would have been more harmful to the lads' confidence, most importantly. And I think Klopp's being like, yep, go ahead, I'll let him go. He has a lot more confidence, Klopp, in his whoever stepped in right back anyway, like, and the defensive structure, George. But don't get me wrong, I would have loved him to play right back today, mate. We need Timo Werner and Harry Wilson to replace Daniel Sturridge and Origi next season. That's from LFC Spectre. Timo Werner, LFC Spectre, I think I've got a good feeling about that, mate. From what I've been reading, not in Coventry, but in terms of the players talking about Naby Keita, Sadio Mane talking about Timo Werner very publicly. I think something might be in the pipeline, LFC Spectre. Crosswise, we were a disgrace, George. Don't get me wrong, how many times do we all watch Liverpool, everyone? You'd think out of... It's not just Liverpool, it's the amount of Premier League teams that cannot take a decent set piece. The amount of times we see Liverpool and we never clear the first man. That's something we need to change, definitely. Liverpool must transfer Abuka, Amwa midfield is bad. Obviously, the young Turkish lad, Metin. Thank you very much, Metin, for your comment, fella. Watford on Wednesday. Reds must win. We go again. It's a very difficult game, mate, but we go again. We go again, everyone. Watford be a very tricky game. Don't get me wrong. Very good team on their day. Troy Deeney, Decore, Pierre Pereira as well. Got a whole host of quality talent there down in London. Only takes 10 minutes to do a video. Step it up, though. George, sorry there. Need to get all yous on, everyone. We need a playmaker. Creativity this summer hasn't been replaced since Coutinho. LFC Spectre, definitely, mate. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. Who was your man in the match, really, today from Liverpool? It's a very difficult choice, really. I think it might be one of the defenders that we would all pick anyway. But let me know your thoughts. Who was your man in the match from Liverpool? Klopp hasn't been starting Shaqiri recently, to be fair. Louis, definitely. At the beginning of the season, when he was a lot more utilised, that's when we done our pre-match show, I thought we would have started with Shaqiri, but I was a bit disappointed, really, to see him on the bench. Definitely, Nigel. Alfie Klopp make big mistake bringing on Sturridge. George, we can look at that, like, definitely. I think Klopp will get a better understanding, and I think Origi is getting a lot more opportunities this season. We seen it against Diev when he scored that last minute winner. We all know Origi. I think he's getting a lot more chances this season, rightly so. So this is up to Origi, Daniel Sturridge, Shaqiri. It's up to the players coming off the bench to make an impact. And today, they frankly didn't really make that big of an impact. And it gives Klopp a more clearer vision in terms of where he wants to go to next season. But definitely, everyone, Derby next weekend. Can't wait for Little Arms. As Spectre. Hopefully he does another little juggling antics around the crossbar. That would be lovely. But in terms of the fixture pile-up as well, we had Bayern, we had obviously West Ham a couple of weeks ago. Down in the London Stadium, never an easy place to go, travelling down south anyway. And then we got Bayern Munich, and we got Bayern Munich in 2 weeks' time as well. This is a huge fixture pile-up, which Premier League, if you're going to win these competitions, you've got to beat the teams in front of you. And it's only going to help. We've been lucky, touch wood. Obviously, not Bobby Firmino today, but it's down to the players, if we do get injuries, to them to step up anyway. But definitely, LSU Spectre. George, Salah, excuse my English, is rubbish against the big teams. Next transfer season must be Umar, definitely, mate. That's from Metin. Thank you very much for your comment, fella. Harry Wilson is better than this Omar kid. That's from LG Spectre. Keita should have started for me. Louis, I think it would have been a good game to play Keita, especially when you did look at it in terms of the final third in Liverpool's play. First half was great, but we just couldn't really those last 20 minutes in that first half, everyone today, that was the game. That was the time in which you wanted Liverpool to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and really just drive at Manchester United, especially given the amount of injuries. Apologies, everyone. Especially given the amount of injuries United did suffer in that first half. It was actually I was very surprised in terms of how many players for United went off injured. Klopp has a lot of answers to. Poor decisions, should have nailed them second half since they had no subs. George, we can all look to it as a disappointment, mate, but there's a lot of positives, isn't there? Keita is poor, keep him on the bench. George, definitely, in terms of when we did speak about Naby Keita, then when we have been seeing him in this Liverpool team over the last couple of weeks, he still needs at least another 6 months to get used to the speed of the Premier League. He's a great player, don't get me wrong, but he's one of those players. He's come from the Bundesliga. We all watch him, and he needs that bit more time to settle. It's not great that we do need him time to settle, but when we do see him out there out on the pitch, he does try his best, but there's still needs that quickness to his game. Matip was lucky he didn't score an own goal. George, don't get me started on that closeness of nearly the own goal, mate. Anyone think Mo should play central? Nigel, nice one for your comment, fella. Everyone, Nigel's asking all yous, do you think Salah should play a lot more central other than playing him out wide? Nigel, I think definitely we could see that, especially if Bobby Firmino is injured anyway. And in that interview he done with Jamie Carragher and obviously Mohamed Salah, if you haven't seen it, everyone make sure you do check it out. It's on Sky Sports' website anyway, on their YouTube. Great cracking interview. But Salah very much did talk about in that interview that he done with Carragher. He's adapted to the game, but he always sees himself as a winger. But when he does like to play, even he said he does like to play in that central area where he comes a lot more deeper. But he wasn't class himself as an out-and-out striker. But Nigel, I think we will see Mohamed Salah play a lot more central in the next coming weeks. This from Louis. Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Keita should have been our midfield. Nice one for your comment, mate. Can't wait to have dreaming of Firmino, Mane, Salah, Werner, Wilson, Shaqiri and Brewster as forward backups. My own opinion. That's from LFC Spectre. Cracking quality players then, mate. Mo should have been put on the bench against big teams. I don't think so, George. No, definitely no. Salah's one of our best players. I don't think every single one of us. I think when you do play the best teams, like if we were to play against Barcelona and United done it exactly today, when you play against big teams, you're not wanting to allow their best players to have time and space. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this week would have all been practicing marking Mohamed Salah out of the game. Credit to Manchester United, he kept Salah quiet. Bayern Munich done a job on Salah as well, kept him quiet. As I said at the beginning of the show, everyone at the top of the show, it's up to the midfield players and Mane and Firmino when they are on the pitch as well to create those chances. If Salah's marked out of the game, there's nothing Salah can do because he's getting man-marked by two players. So that should really very much create a lot more space for your midfield options to just shoot. If you're 20, 30 yards from goal, just shoot and have it pop at goal. And it could have a deflection, could ricochet anywhere, and could go in the back of the net. That's what we need to start doing. Nigel, awesome channel, awesome subscribers, mate. Awesome subscribers, absolutely amazing subscribers. Really do appreciate every single one of you. Alfie, is that sign behind you? You Sports Direct? No, mate. Which one? Let me know. Which one? Definitely not. I have not got Sports Direct. That horrible Sports Direct. Mike Ashley. I've got a lot of Geordie mates, everyone, and I don't really like the way he's being the owner of Newcastle United. But definitely, I've not got anything of Sports Direct in my room. Probably might have the odd pair of socks, but definitely, mate, not Sports Direct. Freddie Reyes. Oh, hello, Freddie. Thank you very much, mate. $2. Absolute legends. I really do not. I really do appreciate it. You don't have to give me your money, everyone, but I really do appreciate it, Freddie. Absolute legends. Really do appreciate that super chat. You never walk alone from Los Angeles, top of the league. Happy, Freddie. That's how you look at it in terms of Freddie. As he said, mate, if we would have asked you at the beginning of the season, beginning of last season, top of the league, 1 point clear, we're still doing a fantastic job, especially considering the fixtures in which we've had over the last couple of weeks. But Freddie, thank you so much, mate. Hopefully have a lovely rest of your Sunday, or I think it might be, I'm sure on time difference, mate, but have a lovely rest of your Sunday, or if you're in Monday, time zones anyway, have a quality Monday anyway, Freddie. Well, thank you so much. Louis Eggerly, Alisson was great. Definitely was, mate. It was a huge save in that match, and we all know that save when he denied the United player anyway. That's the thing. We've bought Salah in. Alisson, sorry. We bought Alisson in, and those moments, we seen it against Chelsea all those couple of weeks ago when we went to Stamford Bridge. One-on-ones, he's so great. He's so confident, and in terms of, like, you see that he gives us confidence. Not when he's got the ball sometimes. He does a Cruyff turn and here and there. But in terms of his shot stopping, he's easily in the top 5 in world goalkeepers. We seen that at Roma last season, and that's why we splashed all that cash out on the Brazilian #1. Thanks, bro, for the shout out. You very much appreciated, Dave. So go and subscribe to Dave LFC's chat anyway. Go and check his channel out if you're a Liverpool fan anyway. He's great content. He's just started live streams as well, so you can get involved in them. LFC Spectre must be pulling. Klopp must be, this from LFC Spectre. Klopp must be pulling his hair out with Firmino injury today. I think we all were, mate. But I think it was Nigel prior to your comment, mate, we will see the introduction of Shaqiri, hopefully either out wide or more central. But we will see Mohamed Salah if Firmino is injured. I will keep it updated tomorrow, everyone, with my video. I will bring that to you tomorrow on the update. We'll see what Klopp's had to say in terms of Bobby Firmino's injury update. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, mate, hopefully. George, thanks for the passing was shocking. Louis, in terms of the passion, the passing was shocking. I do get where you're coming from, mate, but when you having that much ball and that much possession, really, at Old Trafford, we dominated the ball. Not many teams do that at Old Trafford. I think that's something we need to remind ourselves. We dictated the play. But it was just that final third that we really needed to improve. But in terms of dictating the play, mate, some of the passing was shocking. I think Sadio Mane, I think he needs to give his head a wobble after today's game. He was so poor. Like, sometimes when he was like, he had no one round him, and he was like panicking and losing the ball. It wasn't just Mane, I'm not picking him out, but when we did see Mane in those areas, it's always that final ball. But that will improve, Louis, but nice one for your comments. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Great when you get it live on live stream. It's from Martin Albuquerque. Omar is the new message. Jack Mac, listen to me. Martin, definitely, mate. I've already done a show on Omar. Anyway, last couple of weeks ago, he's a cracking player. I would love Liverpool to sign him. He's a great young talent. Anyway, over your views on Chelsea game, goalie sub disgrace. George, quickly touching on that Chelsea decision. Anyway, as much as I dislike Chelsea, well played, City. I think I really dislike Chelsea, and I think all of us do. There's not many fans out there that do like Chelsea. I hate Chelsea more than Manchester United. But yeah, it's not unsurprising coming from just a quick touch on that. George, for you, it just proves what is happening there at Chelsea. It's been happening for years. And if I was a Chelsea fan, I would not want Kepa to ever play for my football club again. Because if I seen Alisson refuse to come off under manager's orders, that's totally and utterly wrong. The football club pays him to do it, to play for his football club. And if your manager in work, if your manager in work in real life, in not away from footy, told you to do something, you do it. Not refuse it and wave it away and just continue to do your job. Because I tell you what, if it was one of us in work or whoever, you'd get sacked on the spot if you refused to do something very important. And tell you what, he's in the final of the Carabao Cup. So I don't think this will be the last of it. It just proves how many players think they are so big-headed at Chelsea Football Club. I tell you what, if any of our Liverpool players refuse to come off the pitch, if Klopp asked them to, I'll tell you what, I'd never want them to play for Liverpool Football Club again. You might be like, oh, it's a bit drastic, but the manager of the football club is the manager. He's the figurehead of that football club. And if you're undermining him, like Kepa did, then that's frankly wrong and it's disgraceful, George. I'm really passionate on that, everyone. It's like, I'll tell you what, so if there's any Chelsea fans watching, I would be saying the same thing about any Liverpool players if you've done the same. It's just very much something that's creeping into the game of the modern day footballer, and it's not nice. It's final pass, to be honest, definitely Louis. Anyone saw Kepa not coming off? Yeah, LFC's back. I've just seen that, mate. Trent was playing today, Alfie. Definitely, yeah. Why do you think of dropping Trent today, Jackie Boy, for Milner? I think I've spoke to you about a bit about that LFC Spectre. Nice one for your comment, mate. But definitely, I think it was he didn't want to throw him in. Trent's very much only played a little bit of minutes since coming back from injury, and I think it would have been a bit risky to put him in at Old Trafford, considering the attacking talent in which Manchester United do pose down that flank anyway. Need quick short passes, not overhead. So many overhead today. Definitely Nigel, the over. I think we were short of ideas really, and there's not many times we've been like that this season. In those games where we've not been at our best, we've always managed to get one goal and get a clean sheet, and we've won that game. Today, we just needed that little bit of luck, little bit of ricocheting around the box, and we would have easily won that game 1-0, but it wasn't the case. But we got a point at Old Trafford. Happy days, everyone. That's how we want to look at it. Positive swing of things, anyway. And if you're new around here, everyone, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, get involved with all your fellow Liverpool fans around the world. Put your bell notification on as well, so you always get notified when I do go live or when I do release a video. This from Lewis. Alisson made some cracking saves. Definitely did, mate. Big mistake by Klopp not starting Milner. George, we are a family no matter where we are. What's the difference between us and the rest? Freddie, definitely, mate. Everyone. We are one big, massive family, and that's why I created this channel, to interact with Freddie, every single one of you, whatever. That's what I love about YouTube and the platform, and me just... if you was in the pub with me, I'd love to speak to every single one of you. Liverpool is my biggest passion in life, and speaking to every single one of you every single day is an absolute pleasure, and I love doing my content, and just I love talking about football in general. But nice one, Freddie. Definitely, we are one big family. Liverpool Football Club would not be as big enough if it didn't have for our overseas supporters as well. Liverpool, when we were dominating European football all those years ago, that's how dominant we are. We're such a global brand and global team. Anywhere you go in life and in the world of football, in any country, there's always going to be a Liverpool fan. Definitely. We should have... Trent didn't play well last game. Probably still not match fit. Definitely, Nigel. It's becoming a farce. Not too sure that was from George, mate. Sorry. Remember, TAA just came back from injury. Definitely, Louis. Can't wait for the Ox. LFC Spectre. I cannot wait for the Ox, mate. I'll tell you what. But we don't want to rush them back. Anyway, everyone. Just going to quickly... Oh. I didn't even know we could zoom in on Facebook, on the YouTube. Makes my head look even more bigger if you zoom that in. Sorry, apologies everyone. It's from George. Just quickly before the sign off, I'll quickly rattle through all your comments. George said we should had have smashed the second half and injured them. And would have been mad. I think they were all injuring themselves, George. And Man United fans celebrating draw today, small club mentality. That's some Alice Spectre. That's how backwards they're going anyway. But I think they should be celebrating what. I tell you what, they just parked the bus. You would have thought Mourinho was at Manchester United today in terms of how happy they were to just sit back and allow Liverpool to have a lot more possession of the ball. Louis, quickly, the winner rumours reminds me of the Fekir rumours, because remember when Manny spoke about the Fekir rumours? Oh, we do, mate, we do. Harry Wilson is a good set piece taker. Should Dennis, man, there. Hi, Jack, lads. Liverpool, top of the league. Liverpool. That's what we like to see, Dennis. But yeah, oops a daisy. But massive quickly, Harry Wilson. So definitely LFC Spectre. Apologies, everyone. Just when YouTube likes to do a bit of mental stuff. Harry Wilson, but I'd love Harry Wilson to come back. LFC Spectre. Everyone, let me know your thoughts. We definitely will see him in a Liverpool shirt next season, because he is doing a cracking job for what he's doing. Away in the Championship anyway. Hi Jack, lad. Liverpool. Man of the match for Fabinho. That's him, Louis. Nice one, mate. Done a cracking job daily, didn't he? Just sweeping up, keeping the ball basic, kept the ball moving. Alison Becker for man of the match for world class saves. That's him, LSE Spectre. Nice one, mate. When we play well on Wednesday and win, gain momentum, and the doubters will believers again. Nigel, everyone, you're always going to get, I feel, a negative thought, especially not everyone. I think it's, but we no knee-jerk reactions yet. The most important thing about today's performance was we didn't get beat. Tell you, we got a point come the end of the season. That could be a huge one. But never look to social media for you're always going to get that mad nutter on social media calling for Klopp out and that was a terrible performance. Yeah, terrible performance up until when we got to the outside Man United's box. Yeah, terrible performance, but not a terrible performance for the build-up play. Every single one of us, the players played great up until the final third today. Really want to see Harry Wilson next season wearing famous red shirts. FC Spectre, definitely, mate. We need to see him. But yeah, there we go. But FC Spectre, definitely we do need to see him. Arsenal fans have been quiet tonight. I wonder why. But yeah, everyone, thank you so much, everyone, for getting involved in tonight's episode. I will see you tomorrow with updates on Firmino's injury. Hopefully it's not too bad, and anything news related. I'll have a look at all the latest transfer news as well. Everyone, see if there's anything concrete. Really top live stream legend LC Spectre. No, use of the legends, and thank you everyone for getting involved. Really do appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your Sunday night and try and enjoy your Monday. If you're in work or school or uni or whatever, have a boss day anyway on Monday, and I will have a video that you can all watch tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And let me know if you want it to be a live stream, and after the show I'll try and make sure it is a live stream so it's a lot more interactive. Half time, no, Danny, is it half time? I suppose everyone's a bit different in terms of up and down the country. I think everyone's going back in terms of half time this week, so round by ours, really, it's everyone's back in school, which is mad. But if it is still your half term, everyone, have a positive day. And if you're in work tomorrow, try and enjoy your Monday. And just if you have any Man United fans in work, just remind them who's top of the league. Yeah, we're top of the league. Danny Wales, do it live. Definitely, George. I'll see you tomorrow for another daily LFC news channel news episode as well, everyone. LC Spectre, at least I don't have school anymore, though.